because he told the story of how he got involved in avoiding Babylon. And when he told me the story, I'm like, oh, so you got voluntold. And he went, yeah, I got voluntold. And then we told a little bit more of the story. I said, wow, you really got voluntold. And then by the end of the conversation, by the end of that little snippet of the show, I'm like, your new Delta Tau Chi name is Voluntold Rob. And he was okay with it. So let's bring in our special guest, Anthony from, well, now, so I was asking Rob this morning, I said, do I call him Anthony? Do I call him Tony? Do I call him Anthony? You know, I hear he's a rough and tumble, a hard scrabble like New York or Mets fan. So I don't know. Welcome aboard, Anthony. Thank you.
I appreciate you having me. The legendary Mike Church show.
Well, no, the legendary Avoiding Babylon show. We bring, hey, bro, we bring the legends together. We bring the legends together. And, of course, Anthony is joined by his partner in crime, Rob, who, Voluntold Rob, as I christened him earlier. So, Voluntold Rob, we'll get you into the, welcome you aboard. How are you doing? You know, it seems like it's been an eternity. What, 10 hours?
It's been about that, yes, sir.
How was the work day?
This is my 5th day of having the flu, so it could be better.
You look pretty good for wear and tear, bro.
Yeah, you get used to it after a while.
For having the flu. Okay, we have our regular cast of characters. Jeff Johnson is here, of course. You know, Johnson, I don't even know why it was a question mark as to whether or not you were going to make the cut tonight.
Well, you made it an edict that you had to contact you, so I was like, hey.
I didn't make it an edict. I didn't. Where does this kingship come from? There's only one kingship, and that's Christ. I never. Okay. First of all, I got named King Dude. I didn't ask for it. I'm like William Tecumseh Sherman. I'm like, you know, if nominated as king, I will not serve. If elected, I will not serve. In any event, it's great to have you and I have competing green screens. I don't know, yours is pretty cool. I had to keep switching mine at the last minute because we're using the green screen for StreamYard tonight, and it just was fake. One time I was visible, one time the green screen was visible, but we got it all worked in. All right, Jeff Johnson, always good to have you around, brother. Also joining us tonight is the one and only Joe Beeman. Joe, you got out of the post office, I see, and you were actually able to make it.
Just barely at the skin of my teeth, yes, sir. I don't know when work begins and when it ends anymore. We only have a few more days, and then I get a little break. So.
Well, like Chevy Chase said in Christmas Vacation, yeah, and only 7 days until adulthood sets in. So you only you have 6 days until normalcy.
That is correct. 6 days of normalcy.
But then it won't really be normal because there'll be all kind of people that would be sending stuff back.
Correct. We still have about another month of that afterwards.
And then you'll have to deal with all that. Okay, Joe, great to see you. Steve Smart is also in the room. Let's see if I can grab you, Steve. Man, that is hey, Anthony and Rob, you guys are going to love the Smart family's submission for Christmas clip. I never seen this until today. Don't tell them what it is, Steve. Don't say it. I had never seen this, and it occurred on network television. They actually, for a Christmas episode song, they actually sang a Latin chant that you'll probably sing on Christmas Day. And I was going like, what? And then the guy that sang it, the least likely person that you would expect would be the dude singing it. So great submission from Steve and Jacqueline. So Steve, glad you're looks like you're back and healthy and good to have you, bro.
Thanks for having me. Can't miss the last one of the year.
No, you can't. And last but not least, I'm going to try to add the old farmer in here. Monday, are you stable now? Have you stopped moving around, or are you still driving around in the pickup truck with the rusted trailer attached to it?
No, I dumped the trailer, so we're good.
Okay. That's probably what made you good, is you got rid of the trailer.
Well, I was using it as an antenna, but, it didn't work. All the tinfoil came off.
All right, Mitter Monday from the hinterlands in New Jersey. You and Voluntold, Rob, and Anthony, you guys are practically neighbors. Tell them what city in New Jersey you're in.
Me? I am outside of Flemington.
You guys know where Flemington is?
No.
Okay.
I'm
right.
from Minnesota, so
Oh,
Well, where's Anthony from then?
I'm on Long Island.
Oh, well, that's not New Jersey.
no, I didn't say New Jersey. I said you were neighbors. Neighbors.
Good day.
Oh. Good day, neighbor. Welcome to the neighborhood.
Okay, Farmer Rogers. Thank you for being here. I want to start with a clip from Rob and Anthony tonight. Maggie, if you would, or actually they have several really good ones. Pull up the where's the number 10. Okay, I'll play it a clip and then you two can talk about it. So I'm not going to tell you what this clip is, but this is you know what? I don't even remember seeing this I saw the movie when I was a little cheerings. But I'm watching the clip going like, oh, that is so racist and that is so beautiful. It's so good. It's almost like it's a sin to play it today as a Christmas clip. But just to get into someone, just to get right up in their grill and go like, yeah, we used to laugh at this stuff, and you know what? It's still funny. All right, so we're not going in any order here. This is number 10. There's another scene in there where they cut away from the dinner scene, and then he tells them to go hide because it's somebody's birthday, and they open the closet. My friend used to send me this GIF all the time, and they go, supplies! All right, who picked that one and why?
that was one of mine, and I picked it for two reasons. The reason that I picked all of them that I sent you is really just because they evoke some sort of nostalgia in me, and for this one, it was because this was always a TV marathon show, like on the day after Thanksgiving, which was kind of like when people started getting into the not obviously the liturgical Christmas season, but kind of the secular Christmas season. So I just remember watching that movie like 8 hours, in a row on the day after Thanksgiving when I was little. And then I chose it. The second reason I chose it is because Anthony has a Chinese impression that is just perfect. So just perfect with that.
So as soon as you started playing the clip, I go, Rob's setting me up right now. I know it.
All right, Anthony, opportunity knocks. You had to do it, bro. You got to do it now. You can't.
No, it goes back to a story I told of going to a Chinese priest for confession one time, and I couldn't stop laughing when he said, "I absolve you of your sin."
Absolve you. And you're going like, "Forgive me, God. Forgive me, Lord. I had to go to the Catholic Church down the street now and go to confess again."
The irony is, it was the greatest penance I was ever given. And the priest, what little I could make out of what he said, but he did tell me to set my alarm every day for 3 p.m. and pray either a decade of the Rosary or of the Divine Mercy Chaplet. But he didn't give me an end date, so that habit stuck around for quite some time, and it helped me get over some difficult things I was struggling with at the time.
Okay, you're not getting out of the impersonation. Or was that it? I absolve you.
Yeah, I absolve you.
Oh, come on. You did it for like 10 seconds.
I did, but I think I had a few things in mind before I said it.
I think you had a few drinks in you, too.
One of the traditions that we observe here on the Thursday Night Throwdown is you're supposed to bring a unique bottle of booze. So I brought this one because I'd never seen it before. My friend Brad, smart and beaming, Brad. Brad came to visit Maggie and I, and the last time I saw Brad, I told him about weeded heirloom. Or first of all, I told him about heirloom corn, and he goes, "Mike, there's no such thing as heirloom corn. I live in the Corn Belt. I'd know it if there's such a thing called heirloom corn." And I said, "Brian, there is such a thing as heirloom corn, and they even make blue heirloom corn. They make all kind of heirloom corn colors. You can ask Mr. Monday." And I said, "What it means is it's never been genetically modified, and it's not basically it's not Americanized." So he went on a quest. He lives in Louisville. Or in Lexington. So he started going around to whiskey distillers and asking, do y'all have a heirloom corn? And finally he came upon these people and go, "Yeah, that's pretty much all we make is heirloom corn." He goes, "Holy crap, Mike was right. I got to buy him a bottle now." And so he came down a couple of weeks ago and he brought me a bottle, and that's my centerpiece for today.
Well, how is it?
Oh, it's delicious. It's absolutely delightful.
It's almost done with it.
Yeah, I was going to ask the old farmer, the heirloom corn, it also comes, you see those decorative corn pieces that they have, that you think it only goes in like the cornucopia basket, right? That's actual real corn they used to eat, right? With the red and the...
Oh, yeah. You say what was engineered. I mean, we've been engineering things for thousands of years, but a little accelerated the last couple of decades. But I mean, the multicolored corn was the natural state of wild corn at the time.
So now
it's more than edible, and you can has a different. It's a whole different show, Mike. Whole different show.
But now you get
Mr. Brad that since he lives in Lexington, there's another corn brewery there, which is my favorite brewery, which is the people I sent you a bottle a while back, which is Bluegrass Distillers. They make blue corn that's 120 proof, which is the most delicious bourbon I've ever drank in my life, hands down.
Well, I look forward to my Christmas present arriving any day now from
Yes, I don't remember you offering me any Bear or B person when I was out.
Mr. Mike doesn't remember, but when he was here, him and I drank about half a bottle of it together.
A half, child's play.
Between the two of us, I mean, we took it easy.
I'm hanging around with the wrong people.
Yeah, you may be. Okay, I want to break this greatest hits up into characters, Christmas characters, TV specials, and there's really no wrong or right way. Movies. And by the way, can we get this debate over early? Because I don't want to hear anyone say Die Hard is a Christmas movie. Anyone want to throw down and die on the hill that Die Hard is a Christmas movie?
I will argue for it.
Christmas movie.
Can we end this tonight? It is not a Christmas movie. It is an action movie, but it is not a Christmas movie.
Let's move on to real Christmas movies.
I was half tempted to send over a Die Hard scene. Just for the laughs.
Come out to the coast. We'll have a good time.
Well, it came out in July of 1989. July. I don't think it was a Christmas. In any event, Christmas movies and Christmas songs, and that pretty much covers all manner of stuff here. And then the TV specials, and then you could do TV characters. I think that one of the greatest TV, one of the greatest Christmas characters that has come out of, in the modern age, since we stopped reading books. We moved to electronic media, or a lot of people did. In the late 1960s and early 1970s, these geniuses in Hollywood figured out how to make these little characters. And actually, they were about this big, about a foot and 14 inches tall. And they figured out how to make them so that their joints were movable, and they could move their joints like this.
Nobody can see that.
And they could figure out how they could move their joints, and they could return them to the same position. They made these dolls so that you could do this, and then they figured out that if you could do that, then you could animate them. And then these two guys, Arthur Rankin and Jules Bass, started a company, Rankin Bass Animation. And Rankin Bass started doing some Saturday morning TV shows. And people are like, hey, this animation is because it wasn't Disney animation. It wasn't cartoon animation. It wasn't flip flame. It was different because it was real life still characters. And so somebody came up with the idea, why don't we make a Christmas special? And they said, what are we going to make it about? And somebody said about the Gene Autry song, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. And they said, okay, well, let's write a script. They recruited a folk singer, Burl Ives, to sing and to play as part of the Snowman, and then to sing a couple songs in it. And then they took them, they got together, then they wrote the script. You know that most people don't know this. Most of Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer was animated by Japanese.
Yep.
But they animated it in Hollywood. So the Japanese were already way ahead of the curve on this on the stop frame animation. So they brought the Japanese over and they let them animate it, and then you get Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. So the character, you get so many great characters out of Rudolph. Here's my nomination for greatest character in a TV show. We're having basically our version of the Oscars. Maggie, play digital media file number 7. And this guy's character has left a lasting impact on. You can get costumes.
I can't. Hold on.
What?
Hold on. It's demanding I log in.
It didn't demand that I log in.
You probably have TikTok.
I do not.
Okay, let's try it.
All right, let's try it. Number 7.
TikToker.
What in?
Mush! Don't you understand North Pole talk? Mush! What's this? Hey, you get frostbite that away.
Who are you?
Who am I? The name's Yukon Cornelius, the greatest prospector in the North. This is my land, and you know, it's rich with gold. Gold! Gold and silver! Silver and gold! Wahoo! Nothing.
Guy right down the street from my house has an 8-foot tall Yukon Cornelius.
Ginormous.
True story. Next to it, he has a 12-foot tall Bumble. Abominable snowman. Apparently, you can buy these things now. So I'm not sure if anyone else has seen the Yukon Cornelius, but I nominate him for one of. I have three nominations for greatest Christmas special, movie, TV show characters, and he's an endearing little fellow, isn't he? He pushes the Bumble off the cliff and comes back, and he's just like he's one of those characters that, from my childhood, I could still quote all the lines from Yukon Cornelius.
Yep. Yep. I quote that last line. Nothing. All the time when I'm looking for something, I can't find it.
All right. Who else has a character? Somebody else has to float a character out there. Nominate greatest Christmas TV movie character ever.
Off the top of my head.
Well, I shared the clip, so I guess I have one.
All right.
George Bailey.
Well, say he's on my list too.
Well, he's Anthony's favorite.
Well,
Classic.
okay. Well,
It's just an absolute classic Christmas movie. No, you can't sit down and talk about Christmas movies and not bring up It's a Wonderful Life.
I can't get through It's a Wonderful Life without falling asleep, so I don't know what you're talking about.
I mean, I have such wonderful memories. I'm watching with the girls. I just cry because I have all these beautiful memories of my childhood of sitting down with my parents and my grandparents and watching it. It's just a American classic that has not been ruined yet, thank God.
I mean, and then James Stewart, I mean, what an American story that life was. But, It's a Wonderful Life is just a great movie because he gave his life to everyone else. And he thought his life was over. But then he found out that giving his life to others was the reward. It's a great movie.
He who loses himself will find himself.
Amen.
yeah, and
What a great statement.
and the that they got that. That's a short story.
Mm-hmm.
Like the original story for that was like in Reader's Digest.
No, actually, it was written by somebody right up north from here in New Jersey. Here, Mike, up in Lebanon, New Jersey, and I have the copy of the original book.
Is it a book, or I thought it appeared? Or
it was a short story book, yeah. But it was actually up in New Jersey here that the original story got written. Believe it or not.
And so then Frank Capra gets reads it, gets a hold of it, and then decided, I think I want to make a movie out of this. And of course, they never imagined that they were making a what do they used to call it back in the day? Made their money an epic. They were making an epic.
Well, yeah. The story. Remember, it went through several people. Bought it. He did get hold of it. They made the movie. He started that. He's at Liberty Films. They got the Liberty Bell in the beginning, and it bankrupted them. Because the movie was an absolute flop.
So it was.
It was a short story in 1943 called "The Greatest Gift."
Gift, that's it. Yeah, Mike. Thank you. And it flopped. It bankrupted his young company, and the only thing that ever made it the big classic is everybody kind of forgot about it. It fell off the copyright list, so everybody could play it. So they almost did like they did with A Christmas Story, and it was on 10 times a day for 2 months. From Thanksgiving to Christmas, so it just got indelible and into the Christmas season. So it is a great story. I'm just saying that's why it became popular and ended up becoming the classic that it is. Not because it was a great hit when it came out. So
Rob and Anthony, you'll appreciate this. I brought this up to Brother Andre and Marie one time. I can't remember how it came up. It was Christmas time, this time of year, and Brother was on the show. We were talking. And I brought up It's a Wonderful Life. And Brother, just in his deadpan, he stops and goes, Mike, you know that every time a bell rings, an angel doesn't get his wings, right? and I went, no, brother, I never really thought about that. He says, come on, the angels already have wings. They didn't need George Bailey to get a wing. so, okay, brother, if you say so, the angel already has his wings. Clarence didn't need to get his wings. Okay, so we'll go with that. Who said this was their favorite movie? Anthony, this is, somebody on Twitter said that if I turned you loose on It's a Wonderful Life, that you would soliloquy, that you'd take over the show, and that you'd still be hosting it later on at 10 o'clock tonight. True?
I actually think it's pretty boring.
I was lied to.
And the funniest thing is when you tell people that, they get so angry because they have these deep nostalgic feelings for the movie because they watched it with their grandparents and their parents growing up. So they have a deep love for the movie, and I never been able to make it through like the first 20 minutes without just falling asleep.
All right, now I feel like an idiot. Thanks.
Hey, Mike.
Yes.
Mike, he's just not old enough. He needs to be more our age, then he'd appreciate the movie.
Out of principle, I refuse to watch any movies in black and white.
What does that make me? I'm probably the youngest one on here.
I'm the youngest.
Well, now wait a minute. I think they have a colorized version of it now.
No.
They do.
They've ruined a lot of movies with color. Yeah, they have. I'm sorry. Black and whites are classic. I'm sorry. Get with the program here.
Yeah, they ruined a movie with colorization.
Well,
I don't like when they look.
I was told DEI was our strength. Okay.
I just made the same joke, Rob.
Okay, no.
I didn't like when they let coloreds in the movies either.
Well, you see, I had the exact opposite take. I was told that I was actually told that DUI was our strength. And now, don't do this on a highway. Whatever, it's okay in your own driveway on a golf cart. And then even then, it may not be okay. All right, Joe Beeman, you came late, and I didn't get a nomination or a clip from you, so I think you'll probably be okay with most of the ones that we have. Speaking of, Maggie, we have. Okay, we'll do this after the timeout. I had no idea that we were going to get Anthony from Avoiding Abalon to say that It's a Wonderful Life is a boring hellfire. It's a boring dumpster fire.
Listen, I don't like Johnny Cash either, so you want to get me started. I'll be
All right, that's the line too far.
All right, we got to take a time out, everybody. Hold on just a second. We'll be right back in just under 3 minutes here on the Christmas edition of the greatest Christmas ... here on Thursday Night Throwdown. Don't go away.
That's the island greeting that.
And welcome back. It's segment 2 now. Thursday Night Throwdown, the Christmas Extravaganza edition. Joined by our very special guests from Avoiding Babylon. We have Voluntold Rob and Anthony. And now, Anthony, you're going to have to call him Voluntold Rob for the rest of. He has to be Voluntold Rob now. Now, I'm going to play you guys a song that you have probably never heard before. And the reason you've never heard it is because you never heard of this particular guy. But I'm going to nominate. Oh, my mouse has died. Hold on, there it is. Mitter Monday, I think, is the only one that's actually ever heard this song, or maybe Mr. Johnson maybe remember this one. She hates it. She absolutely hates it.
I have one question. Was it Fat Elvis or Skinny Elvis that sang that?
This is my friend, a New Orleanian, New Orleans. We have a cast of character guys that we call Yats. And that's because they don't say, how you doing, or how's it going. They walk up to you and they say, hey, Brad, where you at? And so, because they say, hey, Brad, where you at? They got the nickname Yats, and the guy's name is Benny Grunch, and his band is Benny Grunch and the Brunch, and they made a Christmas album, and that song is on it. And I asked him, I said, because I interviewed him, this like 40 years ago, this thing, or 30 years ago, this album came out. I said, what was the inspiration for it? And you spell it is how you spell the actual track. That's how you spell it. I said, how did this come about? He said, we're big Elvis fans, and we were just in a break in the studio, and I started playing the bass line from Blues Christmas, where the bass player started playing the line, and I just started making words up. And he said, no, stop, let's record it. I said, so you didn't write it down? He goes, listen to the lyrics. You think you can actually write that? And he said, no lyrics were written. It was just. So, anyways, it's always been one of my little New Orleanian treasures of Christmas songs. Here,
that's how I sound when I sing "Yellow Ledbetter" by Pearl Jam.
I bet a lot of people actually do sound like that song. Just that, even in the shower with the reverb to help them, right? Because everybody said, oh, I sound really good. You're in a shower, dude. You had the world's largest cathedral reverb around you. You don't sound good. Trust me, I heard you. In any event, it's Christmas time, and we don't want to dwell on the negative. We want to focus in on the positive. So, in honor of Anthony being here and Voluntold Rob, Maggie, now you have to play digital media file number 3. Now you have to do it. It was on the iffy list before. Now you have to play it.
Brother George, the richest man in town. That's a Christmas present from a very dear friend of mine.
Look, Daddy, teacher says every time a bell rings, an angel gets his wings.
That's right. That's right.
Every time time an angel gets his wings, an Italian falls asleep.
I'm watching Anthony just grimacing, going like shaking his head, no.
See, that clip means nothing to Anthony because he's never made it that far into the movie.
So, Anthony, was that the first time you ever heard that? You probably never seen that part because that's at the end.
I have never made it to the end of that movie. I've tried several times. Granted, it's usually late at night that we try, but my kids fall asleep. I fall asleep. We just cannot get through that movie. I don't know. My dad too, though, because my dad tried making us watch it when I was younger, and he also fell asleep. And he will tell you that movie is boring. I don't know. Maybe I just inherited it from him.
Anthony probably didn't even make it to like the pool scene where they open the pool up and they fall into the pool.
Well, no, that's what he said. He said 20 minutes. So you wouldn't have made it past the ice skating when he falls into the water in the ice skating.
It's been a while since I made the attempt to watch. I'm going to try tonight. I'm going to give it an honest try tonight. And if I make it through, I will report.
No. Try it in the morning when you're awake. Don't do that. No. Make an honest try. You do it in the morning.
Yeah, while you're at work. When you watch
yeah, I can get through it.
Okay, all right. I have on my list of characters, I have Yukon Cornelius. Somebody said George Bailey. And since nobody else made a nomination, sure, going once, going twice, going three times.
I'll give you one. Mike.
Give it to me.
I got one.
Here, Bob, my favorite one is the Waltons Coming Home. That was a
No, we're looking for a nomination for a character.
We're looking for a character.
Oh, I would go with Joe Pesci from Home Alone.
All right. No, I got one for you, Mike. Let's see all you Catholics. Father Charles Francis Patrick O'Malley.
Another one I haven't seen.
All right, all you Catholics, you've never seen the Bells of St. Mary or Going My Way.
I have
black and white.
Here's the picture in this
It's black
signal
and white.
chat.
I have.
I would expect Anthony to watch it, but I
Black and
mean,
white. I won't watch it on principle. I'm just telling you.
And I didn't have a clip from it, but I did share the poster for the movie in the signal chat.
Yeah, I was wondering
which movie.
He was talking about the Bells of St. Mary. I've seen it. Mr. Money plays. I've seen the Bells of St. Mary's plays.
Have you seen Going My Way?
I have not seen Going My Way.
Yeah, you should watch it. I've told you, I know. We've done this for 10 years, and I keep saying, oh, yeah. That, and I'll tell you again, it was the #1 box office of 1940 war, the only Academy Award Bing Crosby ever made or got, and Leo McCarey, who wrote it, and Bing went over and screened it with Pope Pius XII. So all you guys, you talk about your stuff, and I'm the one who knows that. Okay.
Hands up, don't shoot, Monday.
It's black and white, so we're going to get Anthony watching. But Anthony, we're going to subtitle it. We're going to call it Going My Ray. Going My Ray. Going My Ray.
Oh, he falls asleep with Wonderful Life. He'll fall asleep with Going My Way.
I want to get Mike to do a Chinese impression saying heirloom corn.
Heirloom corn. Heirloom corn.
He doesn't like Johnny Cash. I hope you liked the Beach Boys when Mike played on a minute ago. Come on.
All right. There's some throwing down going on in here. There was some Johnny Cash bashing. Wait, David Allan Coe never said he liked Johnny Cash. He just said, and I've met Johnny Cash. He just said he met Johnny Cash. Never said he liked him.
And he was country.
And if that ain't country, well, I can't say. Okay. All right. Moving on to Maggie O'Connell's choice for greatest Christmas movie scene ever.
Okay.
This is number 4, digital media file number 4. I actually think this is probably in the top 10. We'll find out whether or not Anthony from Avoiding Babylon has ever made it to the end of this film. This is in color, so there's a shot. All right. Voluntold Rob, if you made it to the end of that. You don't have that problem. Only Anthony has that problem.
I got to tell you, I despise that movie so much.
Thank you. I love you, Voluntold.
Wait, what do you have against Buddy the Elf?
I cannot stand Will Ferrell.
Oh, okay, all right, fair. Well, most of his movies are just such. What do they use?
Yeah, I can't stand them either.
Vulgar and disgusting.
Matt, Monday, what do they used to call that? It's not slapstick. It's oh gosh.
Well,
Puke steak.
yeah, dipstick.
Beef stick.
Well,
That movie's good though. I mean, it's a good. But my kids love that one. And Artie Lang, I heard him say one time that he still gets about $150,000 a year in royalties for that movie.
Really?
oh wow. Well, Peter Dinklage is in that too.
Yes,
Yeah,
he's
every
in
December he
reel.
gets a check for $150,000 for that movie.
Which character does Artie Lang play?
Well, I like
Played
it. If he
Santa.
sends me 20,000.
That's Artie Lang. Okay, he gets for a 5-minute scene, he gets $150,000 a year.
Yep. But can you imagine what Will Ferrell's getting? He probably. Whew.
Wow.
Dinklage?
Yeah, that's. What about Peter Dinklage? Oh, what Dinklage is getting? Well, his share is probably
Something shorter, probably.
Yeah, his share is probably smaller than all the rest. You guys,
Whatever it is, it's too much.
You guys are just racist. You guys are you're mean. You don't like little people. You don't like brown people.
You don't like black.
You don't like black and white. You don't like blacks. I love it.
Why?
All right, Mike, tell me, did Uncle Eddie
I was
make
a fan when they put them in movies instead of like them.
All right.
Did Uncle Eddie make the list?
Well, no, that's a throwdown. That's a review flag. It's not Uncle Eddie. It's Cousin Eddie. Your doc.
Cousin Eddie. Sorry.
That is a good character, though. That's a good character choice.
Okay.
Definitely a good character.
So, of course, Cousin Eddie made the list. You know, I don't know that Christmas Vacation is actually that big of a hit if they don't get Randy Quaid to come back and be in that movie and basically embarrass himself. His character is so embarrassing. But it's so endearing at the same. You ready to do some kissing?
That's Alexandra's favorite Christmas movie. It makes me watch it 50 times.
Well, I traveled all the way to Virginia last week to go to a screening with Chevy Chase, and he didn't show up. So
I cried for you, brother. I cried for you.
I didn't cry. No, we went out and partied as a family and had a good time anyway. Okay, so Maggie played then digital media file number 6. I've always wanted after this movie to have a dog named Snots. We have plenty of room. I don't know how you fashion, because I'm not an actor, I only play one on radio. I don't know how you fashion a character that is just so identifiable that everyone that's ever seen any Christmas movie that has comedy in it knows that character. Everyone knows Cousin Eddie. Now, most people want to imitate the Griswold house. They want to have lights all over their roof and, lights all over the house and everything. But everyone secretly really wants to be Randy Quaid and Cousin Eddie. And Randy Quaid, by the way, these days is, if you follow that guy on X, I tell you what, you will get a Cousin Eddie of a ride on X. He's
crazier than that character.
Oh, he is crazier than that character. But you know what?
He's like his character from Independence Day.
What does he say when he's flying the planet? I'm back. Now, Anthony or Rob, you will get some mileage out of this because you guys have probably covered this on your show. One thing that the nutcase Randy Quaid was right about, and this is one they all said he went off the rails and he went crazy. I'm trying to remember, was it Phoenix's brother or Penn's brother? When one of the two, 10 years ago or so, supposedly suddenly died, Randy Quaid comes out and goes like, they got another one. They silenced another one. And you know what he was talking? He was talking about the pedo sex cult, right? And of course they said that supposedly they threatened him and said they were going to, that he was next because he knew about it. And he fled to Canada. You remember that? He fled to Canada. But he was right. He was right about all that. Now, I don't know if he was right about the Penn kid, but he was certainly right about the pedo sex rings. And everybody knows it now. So Randy Quaid was not so much the crazy as people thought that he was. Imagine that, Cousin Eddie, a cultural moral leader.
Yeah.
So, okay. Anyone have any? Because I have lots of other clips left to play here, but I want to hear from everyone else of what we haven't covered yet as far as greatest Christmas ... I said characters. I said TV specials. So, does anyone have what they think, or they nominate anything other than what's already been nominated?
What about a favorite Christmas?
I do.
All right, Johnson, go ahead.
Well, I watch it every year because it's the greatest Christmas musical of all time, and that's White Christmas with Bing Crosby and Danny Kaye. What a duo. I mean, it's a great movie. I have to watch it every year. I haven't watched it this year yet, but it's early.
Another black and white one, right?
No,
actually,
it's in color.
Oh man, now I might have to watch it.
Well, you sound like a millennial. Anything that didn't happen from the time you were born doesn't matter. White Christmas, the biggest movie of 1954, filmed in VistaVision.
Oh man,
He is a millennial.
Don't make me go Geritol on you.
What is Vista? What is VistaVision?
VistaVision was
It
was a new form of color where they were using several different lenses to get the color. It was an early form of color filmography.
It's super red.
Well, we actually have a sample, White Christmas.
Yeah, we do.
So, and it is in color, so we're in no danger of Anthony nodding off on us.
Number 2?
Yep.
I'm dreaming of a white Christmas.
Racist. White Christmas.
Like the ones I used to know, where the treetops glisten and children listen to hear sleigh bells in the snow.
All right, I see your body nodding off there. You slow. I saw the eyes. I saw
Hey,
the.
Mike.
I thought I saw Anthony snoring there for a second.
I'm just shocked to learn Bing Crosby is white.
Whatever.
You want? All right, Mike. You want another bit of trivia about that scene? I'll give you a bit of trivia about that scene.
Please.
When they finished it, and all those kind of scenes, the singing was dubbed. They didn't do it live on stage. They lip synced it. They finished it, and then the Prince of Greece and his wife were there, and they wanted to come see it. They said, "We're going to do it again for them when they come in." And Bing went, "Not me," and he went over the wall to play golf. So they redid the scene without him, but he was singing.
So Bing was singing, but Bing wasn't there, so he wasn't
Bing
actually
wasn't
singing.
there. Bing could do what he wanted. He said, "Not me," and he left.
All right, we have to let's interject some actual Jesus and Catholicism into this whole thing here. This is why voluntold Rob and Anthony volunteered to come, because they thought that you were going to get a Catholic treatment tonight.
Our show isn't very Catholic at times. Don't worry.
Yeah.
It's good. It's good. You know, Anthony's a funny story today when voluntold Rob told me, he goes, "Well, you know, Mike, I still have my day job," and I said, "Don't say that. Keep your day job, dude. Trust me. It's a career move. Stay where you are. Build houses or roads or whatever it is you're doing. You don't want to leave. It's a horrible jungle out here." So, in any event, I did not know this. And I had never seen this before, guys. This is a charming little clip here. This is from Jacqueline and Steve. It comes from one of the most unlikely sources. This is from the television show MASH. And I guess this was their Christmas show, one of those seasons when it was number one. I mean, it was the most watched show on television for what, 6 years, 8 years? It was absolute, just a smash. MASH was a smash. And watch this, guys. Now think about this, Anthony and Rob, and all of you watching at home, and Joe and Steve and Jacqueline and everyone else. Imagine them doing this today on a network television show. If you imagine them doing this on Tulsa King, for example. Well, Sylvester Stallone, hey, I don't know, my sister's over there. Even though Stallone is
like voice of reason.
Yeah, it literally is the king. Imagine him doing it. Watch this.
Someone who's too modest, too utterly simple a man to know how much strength he gives us just by
fantastic. Can you imagine singing Dona Nobis Pacem on Oil Man with Billy Bob Thornton today? I had never seen that, Steve. I don't know what year that was or what episode that was, but I would love to hear it in the actual stereo that they shot it in. You'd probably have to just break down and buy a season of MASH, and download it or get it as a stream or whatever to get it clean. Because somebody actually recorded, you could tell they recorded that with a camcorder, off of their television screen. But still, to sing Dona Nobis Pacem on the #1 show in all of America, probably in 1976, 77, somewhere in there, and it's a Christmas song. And I bet, guys, but no one probably thought twice about it. It wasn't controversial at all. It just kind of happened. Went, oh yeah, they sing Dona Nobis Pacem. And many people may have even known the song. Imagine that. It was in Latin, and they tell us today, nobody can speak that dead language. I know 2-year-olds, they can pray a whole rosary in that dead language.
Yeah, and every song clearly sounds better in Latin. Just sounds like just has a better sound to it.
Including Anthony's favorite, Mary, Did You Know?
Oh, that's a throwdown! Oh, Mary! Somebody asked me, one of my daughter's friends sang that song at their school Christmas play when they were like in 11th grade. And I'm sitting there watching and going like, oh, man, get me out of here.
I just love trolling people, and I know like all Catholics pretty much hate that song, but I just tell them deep down, you all love it. You love it.
What happens if somebody is singing it in black and white?
No, I won't.
Oh! And it's such a terrible question. Mary, did you know? I can't even think.
I'll give you why I actually. Of course, the theology on it is completely off, and there's all these things wrong in it. But it is the only time that Protestants actually meditate on the incarnation. It's the only time they actually think about Our Lady and her role of having this little child who would one day save all of us. Like they never actually think about the incarnation. They typically view her as just a vessel. So as terrible as the theology is in the song, I do think there's some benefit to it for the Protestant mind.
Yeah, Rob and Andy, either one of you sports fans?
No.
Not really.
Okay. Well, if you were a sports fan, if you were a football fan, at the end of a game, if one team is trailing the other and they're trying to score a miracle touchdown with 3 seconds left and they got to go 60 yards, they throw what's called a Hail Mary pass.
Yeah, of course.
Okay. I gave a talk at the St. Benedict Center about 5 years ago where I told Catholics to stop complaining about it. And I said, every time someone says that, they say Hail Mary. Yeah, but they're not. I'm like, it doesn't matter. They very rarely say it vainly. They don't say it dismissively. And they say it as a good thing could come about by throwing the Hail Mary. So they say they throw the Hail Mary pass. And an interesting little trivia piece. Of course, that whole thing, people say, Doug Flutie. No, it wasn't Doug Flutie. It was Roger Staubach, 1978 NFC Championship game against the Vikings. He threw the pass, and he was asked afterwards because Drew Pearson catches it and they win the game. Said, "Well, you're a praying man. You're a Catholic. And any special thoughts on it?" And he goes, "I just threw the ball and said a Hail Mary." He goes, "I was going to say an Our Father, but I thought it would take too long."
Well, the thing is, it also to even the atheistic culture we live in, they all intuitively know that when all hope is lost and you're down to the wire,
right, the
greatest thing you can do is say Hail Mary.
And that's what. Anthony, that was my point of the St. Benedict Center. And I had a lot of people. I had one gentleman who'd seen me speak 5 years before, and he came and he goes, "That's the best talk that you've ever given." And he goes, "I never thought of that, and I was one of the people you were talking about." They go, every time it happens.
I mean, look, it's every Catholic parent. I taught my kids.
That's the other donkey.
Whenever you're in some kind of a jam, anything, run to Our Lady. Just pray a Hail Mary. If you're like, I mean, I've been in some dangerous situations in my life, car accidents, things like that. The first thing I go to is that Hail Mary. So it's, you know what, if even our Protestantized atheistic culture knows when all hope is lost, you run to her.
Okay, I want to go back to one of you guys' favorite. Maggie, let's do digital media file number 12. So, Charles Dickens, of course, if you don't know the story, Dickens is thought to have been he was either a high Anglican or a low Catholic, or didn't want to defy the Church of England, so he kind of stayed where he was. But there's no doubt in Dickens's writing, he's a Catholic. He's writing Catholic moral theology, including this great scene. And I had not seen this. Voluntold Rob, you're the one that sent me this. Where'd you get? What movie? What version is this from?
This is actually Anthony's favorite scene.
Oh, Anthony, what version of this movie is it from?
So there are several versions of A Christmas Carol. There was one a few years ago that came out that Jim Carrey did. It's an animated one, but it's done with really good CGI. And I actually enjoyed this one so much. This is a movie I watch every year with my kids.
And you don't fall asleep.
And I don't fall asleep. There's so much catechesis in this movie that even in the scene, it's just the scene when Scrooge meets Marley, and it just lets us all know what happens at the resurrection of the dead.
No, it's and it's very well done, and the voice acting is fantastic. Here it is.
How now? What do you want with me?
Much.
Who are you?
Ask me who I was.
Who were you then?
In life, I was your partner, Jacob Marley.
Can you sit down?
I can.
Do it then.
You do not believe in me.
I don't.
Why do you doubt your senses?
Because the littlest thing can affect them. A slight disorder of the stomach can make them cheat. You may be an undigested bit of beef, a blot of mustard, a crumb of cheese, a fragment of underdone potato. There's more of gravy than of grave about you, whatever you are. Mercy, dreadful apparition! Why do you trouble me?
Man of worldly mind, do you believe in me or not?
I do! I must! You are fitted in chains. Why?
I wear the chain I forged in life. I made it link by link and yard by yard. Do you recognize its pattern? Can you imagine the weight and length of the chain you bear? It was as heavy and long as this 7 Christmas Eves ago. Yours is a ponderous chain.
Okay.
Yeah, you could
That
end
is-
it there because that
is
clip, like, it just makes me think of what we do in this life carries with us into eternity, and even those who die in sin at the resurrection of the dead, the sin that you were attached to will affect your resurrected body. And this man is carrying these chains that he forged through his entire life. It's a really good movie to sit with and talk with your kids about, and it has some really deep insights into it to make us think a little deeper about just the things that we do in our lives.
That scene is creepy.
Yeah.
I was watching it going, and when he screamed at him and he jumped, I jumped. I'm a jumper in scary movies anyway. So very effective, very well done. Of course, I'm thinking not only of the chains in life, I'm thinking of the torment and torture of purgatory. That looks like he has been stuck in for quite some time. And then, of course, he goes to visit Scrooge. Looked to me like a film very well worth watching. That video has only been up for 11 months. So that movie must have did it just come out?
No, we've been watching it for a few years.
Okay.
It's probably maybe 2016 or something like that, I would think.
A great suggestion, and again, there's so many different versions of A Christmas Carol. And gosh, how many times has that film been remade? There is the very charming one, Dan Mundy. You probably know this. You're probably the only one that does. There's a very charming one that had Bill Murray in it. Scrooge.
Oh yes, I got that one.
Well, you know what? That movie is very vulgar. I tried rewatching it after my reversion. It takes.
Oh, it is Bill Murray.
He takes the Lord's name in vain so many times. I had to turn it off. It was just. I remember watching it when I was younger. And I loved it.
I hadn't seen it in 20 some odd years, so I just remember it because I probably saw it when it came out in the theater.
No, I think the best version was that. Oh, sorry.
Was who?
Sorry.
I was gonna say the Muppets version is probably the best version.
No, that's actually pretty good. I like the one. I'm sorry, I like the Alistair Sim version, but of course the original was in black and white, so you wouldn't know anything about it.
I was going to say the black and white one.
Well, there you go. You
Alistair Sim.
Now, didn't
the black and white one's the best?
No, wait a minute.
Forget about it.
The George C. Scott version is pretty good too, though.
Well, the dude who played Basil Rathbone, Elementary, Watson, didn't Basil Rathbone, didn't the BBC do a Christmas Carol with Basil Rathbone in? Pretty sure that they did. I've probably seen 15 different versions of it. And since Rob and Anthony are such great fans of Will Ferrell, I could just mention that, what's the name of the one with Ryan Reynolds and Will Ferrell that just came out? Spirited.
Oh, that was unwatchable.
You thought it was that bad?
It was.
I could not sit there. It was so obnoxious. I can't stand Ryan Reynolds or Will Ferrell. The both of them are just kryptonite for me.
Now, I thought that it's called Spirited, right? I thought that the spirit of the story, and of course, they never really they kind of have like the quasi. You can't tell if it's a tranny.
Of course,
but the thing is that it's obviously like that this is an androgynous character here. So that's probably the last version that was done, unless the one that we just watched was. All right, before we run out of time, let's move on. Here's another great one here. Maggie, play number 9. Now, most people don't think of this as a Christmas movie, although it most certainly is.
Oh, it's definitely.
Oh, it definitely is. And somebody mentioned, it might have been Anthony earlier, about the particular character that you get to see in one of the opening scenes, which is kind of interesting, though, that this movie, John Hughes is writing this movie at about the same time he's writing Christmas Vacation. This one gets made before Christmas Vacation.
Good. A lot of action around here today, huh?
Joe Pesci.
Going on vacation? Where you going?
What, I amuse you?
You hear me or what? Going on a trip? Where you going, kid?
Okay, that's $122.50.
Not for me, kid. I don't live here.
Oh, you're just around for the holidays?
I guess you could say that.
Hey, pizza's here!
There you go. That's $122.50.
Oh, it's my brother's house. He'll take care of it.
Hey, listen,
Frank, remember to use the red plastic plates.
Hi. Are you Mr. McAllister?
Yeah.
The Mr. McAllister who lives here?
Yes. Oh, good, because somebody owes me $122.50.
I'd like a word with you, sir.
Am I under arrest or something?
No. It's Christmas time. There's always a lot of burglaries around the holidays. So we're just checking the neighborhood to see if everyone's taking the proper precautions, that's all.
Oh, yeah. Well, we have automatic timers for our lights, locks for our doors. That's about as well as anybody can do these days, right? Did you get some eggnog or something like that?
Casey in the joint right in front of him.
Eggnog?
Pizza!
Listen, will you be leaving...
Grab yourself a napkin and you're going to have to pour your own drinks.
And then you...
Classic movie, man. I don't care. I'll go to bat for that one any day. I think it's one of the best Christmas movies ever. I watch it every year with my kids. That one and part two, and you get Trump in part two in Manhattan.
I think he's actually that scene's actually shot at Trump Tower, isn't it?
Yeah,
pretty sure it's in the lobby of Trump Tower. He goes, wait, Macaulay Culkin goes, excuse me, mister, do you know where son went? Oh, yeah, go right down the hall there. It's right down the hall there. It's right over there. It's over there.
Yeah, I was in Manhattan last weekend, and we walked past the Plaza Hotel, and we tried to go inside. They won't let you. You have to pay to go in just to go and walk into the lobby.
Wow. Get out of here.
Yeah, it's such a tourist trap at this time. Well, New York in general at Christmas time is just a disgusting tourist trap. I would not recommend going there to anyone during Christmas time. It's just so many people. It's just annoying. But yeah, anything you'd want to see is just going to be bombarded with people, and they're going to try and suck money out of you. So we walked past the Plaza Hotel. We were walking. We were going to see. We were going to the Frick Museum because they had something to an exhibit on the relics from the Holy Sepulchre. Oh. So we went to mass in the city, then we went to go to the museum, and then we walked past the plaza on the way and tried to go in, and they wouldn't let us in. I wasn't paying $25 to go in and look.
The only reason I could think of to go into the Plaza Hotel, and I wouldn't want to go into the Plaza Hotel, I just want to go into the Oak Room just to see where Dudley Moore fell out of the cab or fell out of the car in Arthur, because he comes out of the Oak Room, which is the restaurant on the side of the plaza, and what's the chauffeur's name, Monday? What's his name? Beneford, whatever his name is, just waiting for him, and of course he's had the conversation with the call girl and everything, and he's laughing, and he gets into the car and he goes, "Did you see that, Beneford? I fell out of the car." No, you have to do it with the drink. I fell out of the
Bitterman.
And that's in
We actually stayed at the Plaza back when it was still a hotel, believe it or not.
And that was at that was at the Oak Room. The only time I've ever been down in that part of New York was in 2015 with my daughter. It was in February, and the ice was actually frozen on the rink across the street. And I didn't know at the time that President Trump was responsible, that they kept trying to reopen that skating rink, and they kept botching it. And then finally Trump comes along and goes like, "Oh, wait, what seems to be the problem?" And he goes, "Oh, well, I'll fix it." And then he fixes it and opens it up, and now it's a beautiful skating rink, and you can rent skates there, and they have hockey game. They were having a hockey game there when my daughter and I went by. Okay, we're going to move on here because I don't want to run out of time. Got two great clips, or three left. What do you have queued up?
Way out of time, Mike. Come on.
No, we're not out of time. You stop that nonsense. Yeah. Okay, I have a trivia question that goes along with this one. Okay, this is one of my favorite. When I was a little children, I used to watch this particular Christmas special every year. I never missed it. And I could probably quote the whole thing from start to finish. Play number 5. Digital media file number 5 here. See if anybody remembers this.
Watch out.
Animated, and that's another Rankin Bass. Every great animated old 70s Christmas special has a bad guy in it. And what made that particular Christmas show so endearing to me was the Burgermeister. Food service another toy on the street? Where are all these toys coming from? And
German? He was German, the villain?
No, he was completely German. He was in. No, he was the Burgermeister. He was literally the character's name was the Burgermeister Meister Burger.
They were really hitting you guys with that propaganda when you were young.
I was 10. I didn't know what propaganda was. All I knew is where all this toys coming from, and where all the children smiling.
Yeah. It was only 25 years after the war. Come on.
Yeah.
A Nazi criminal as the villain in their Christmas movie.
It was a Christmas movie, not a Hanukkah movie.
No.
I'm surprised you didn't. I'm surprised you didn't nominate the Winter Warlock as a character.
Well, the Winter Warlock was a great character, but you'll be happy to know for the propaganda part of it, the soldiers in the town that arrested Kris Kringle and did the Burgermeister's bad deed bidding were World War I Germans. They had the helmets with the point on them.
Russian pointed helmet.
Yeah, have Hugo Boss uniforms or.
Yeah, they had the Kaiser helmet.
It wasn't a Christmas movie. It was
New Year's movie.
No, it was.
They tried to extend the Rudolph thing, and it didn't do as well as.
Okay, here's a trivia question. The mailman actually had a name. He only says it one time. He says it right in the beginning.
Special delivery.
Yes, special delivery. Who?
What was his last name? SD.
Dude, you are far smarter than me. I had to look it up. SD.
Oh God, yeah.
SD Klug.
Klug. Yep. Special delivery Klug. All right, I was half right.
All right. Now this one, okay, Anthony. We're going way back in time now, back to like 1946. Number 8. This. If you were growing up in propaganda days, as I was, this is actually black and white. This is shortly after the war. So this is like the Christmas version of the Scopes trial. What was that movie? Inherit the Wind? What was the Scopes trial movie?
Inherit the Wind, that's right.
Inherit the Wind, right? So this is the Christmas version of Inherit the Wind, with a Santa Claus ending. So those are all the letters that were written to the kids had written to Santa Claus, and of course he was on trial because he was a fake and a fraud. And we'll bring all the letters in, and they start dumping the letters out, and you got to watch it all.
All right. Trivia question, Mike. Trivia question. Yeah. Trivia question, Mike. Yeah. Who was the actor in the post office that's idea to send them over to the courthouse?
Been 30 years.
That was Jack Albertson.
Who's Jack Albertson?
Very young. Chico and the Man.
Oh, I had no. I literally haven't seen that movie since black and white. Probably since I was 10 years old.
Really?
And it's called Miracle on 34th Street.
You don't watch that every year? Oh, jeez.
Wake Anthony up. I think he fell asleep with that black and white movie again.
It's a little drawn in shirt. It's okay. I'm about to fall asleep. I'm so tired.
Okay, you guys are almost at. You guys got to do a show after this.
Yeah, I don't know if we're gonna do that, but we'll see.
All right, okay, we're in the final stretch here of the great Christmas extravaganza throwdown here. Okay, final one. This will take us out. Number 11. What's number? Oh no. Okay, all right. Well, do number 11, then we'll do number 1. We have enough time. You just got to go. 11 is short.
Hold on.
I'm getting pushback from the overworked staff as well.
Oh, very overworked.
All right, here we go. Full, really full. A lot of sap. I've always wondered when the next scene when they're in bed and he's reading People magazine, who in the hell is the guy that's on the cover of the People magazine? I have never solved the riddle. Okay, finally, this is the number 1 of all time because it really is about actual Christmas. Digital media file, no. Fitting way to end. Of course, I think that he actually got a little part of that scripture just a little bit wrong right at the end there. And I know people that have like been sticklers about, I can't watch that because they blaspheme the Holy Scripture at the end. I'm like, that's not blasphemy, dude. So,
do you know why that was done, Mike?
Why?
That show was sponsored by Coca-Cola, and what I read is they're the ones that made him change it.
Oh, really?
I read that. I wasn't there. I'm just saying, I read some history about that. CBS was very disappointed. They thought this was going to flop, and Coca-Cola was the one who sponsored it, to make it. And they were some of the edits were done by them, supposedly.
Charles Schultz was. I'm pretty sure that Schultz was a Catholic, and that cast of kids that he grew up with were all the little peanuts there, and they take the little squiggly tree. And they take all of Snoopy's decorations. It's just the fact that they didn't think that it was going to be a success tells you pretty much the rot in the mind, even of Hollywood people in the 1960s. When did it come out? 1970? 71?
No, 66, 67.
Was it 66?
It was mid-60s.
1965.
There you go.
And even then, they just couldn't fathom that something that at the end was Christ-like, or had the scripture in it, or the gospel in it, could be a success. That's all the time that we have. Anthony and Rob, or Voluntold Rob, with your new Delta Tau Chi name. I want to thank both of you for being a part of our Thursday night throwdown. I hope you had a good time.
Thank you very much for having us, Mike. This was actually really, really, really fun. So I'm glad we finally got to meet.
Yeah.
Well, now are you going to call him Voluntold Rob from now on, or
it's going to be his StreamYard name will be changed immediately.
The worst part is Ant, I'll have to be the one to change it because you don't know how.
Throwdown again. Well, a blessed. Today was the second day of the O Antiphons. Today was O Adonai. Tomorrow's obviously the third, and Ember Friday, and then Ember Saturday, and then pretty much a glide path on into the Vigil, and then Christmas. So, guys, a blessed and happy and Merry Christmas to you. And Rob, you said you had 4 kids earlier today, right?
Yes, sir.
Anthony, what are you up to now?
I got 3.
3. Okay, so blessed and a happy and Merry Christmas to both of you, and thank you for being with us here on the Thursday Night Throwdown here on the Crusade Channel. Hope you'll come back and see us, and maybe we'll see you, and we'll help you do some avoiding Babylon.
Thanks for having us.
All right, you're very welcome. I'm going to take us out with, I think it's appropriate, with the Linus, with the Schroeder theme song. We'll see you tomorrow for Free Phone Friday, everybody. God bless you. Merry keep you.
Streets at midnight softly glowing white, snow descending on